This next clip comes to us from the dark dimension. The story goes that a man was walking home around 2 AM when he noticed something strange in the distance. It looked like a woman. However, according to the man, she was inexplicably tall, and there was something odd about the way she was walking. The man stated that the woman froze him in fear, and he felt completely unable to move for a few minutes until she had passed. The man also noticed that it appeared there were 3 children with the woman, 1 in her arms and 2 walking. Why does the woman appear to be in grayscale, while the rest of the film is colored so regularly? Is it possible this is simply a very tall woman walking with her children, or something paranormal? Commenters seem torn on this one. What do you believe? TikTok user Mowgli31100 is venturing through an old abandoned building, and paranormal activity seems to unfold right in front of him. In the search for mysterious forces, he comes across even more inexplicable encounters. This whole night peaks with him capturing a jinn, apparently. What exactly could he capture here? An evil spirit. Looks like a child was giving him a visit here. Now it is uncertain if the spirit popped up once more this night. But I'm sure Mowgli didn't sleep too well after that. The next video was sent by Annette, and she told me that the woman featured in it was just fooling around on her rooftop that night, and her neighbor was filming this whole incident transpire. Neri Kellerman, the woman that is featured in the clip, actually didn't notice anything strange that evening. It was just a goofy skit after all. But when her neighbor sent her the recording via Snapchat, she noticed that there seemed to be an eerie black mass standing right next to Neri, which was creepy enough for them to check the video, and there it was.
No, manches, ¿estás loca? ¿Estás loca, verdad? No.
If you look to your left, there seems to be a figure in a dark robe standing right next to Neri, and of course there was nobody else with them, so they seemed really surprised when they saw that creepy apparition right there. To this day, it's pretty much unclear what happened that night. Some people say it looks like the Grim Reaper. Would you agree? Maybe something else? And now we're gonna watch the latest entry from FrostmareTV, and I've actually gotten many emails from you guys telling me that I have to watch this video. It is labeled Horrifying Snow Ghost. Insane footage. Well, I wanna certainly see that. See what they could come up with.
Found a house. It's just the surroundings are so beautiful, and it is quite cold, but it's just a nice change for us to go back and forth. After I moved in, got to know a few of the locals, and several of them had told me that there was a little boy that used to live in this house.
Oh, that's...
fell into the ice.
That's a tragedy.
It's probably what we're expecting to see here, huh? The ghost of a little boy. There you go. That's really strange.
And I heard children's voices.
I've heard so many stories about that kind of stuff, you know. Weird noises can be heard when there's actually no real reason for them to be there. Children.
Voices of little kids playing.
That is
I'm like, this can't be.
really unsettling. Kids' toys in front of the porch?
And I saw kids' toys. And they were
Like real items?
outside of the door.
That's certainly unusual,
No explanation
right?
for it because
That's really weird.
my grandkids have not been to that house yet, and there's no
Huh.
kids around there that I know of.
So now they're in the house,
Oh, yeah.
checking out the premises for the first time. Alright, well,
I just want to do this for the...
it's either an animal.
This is the size of one of my footprints. That's an adult footprint. Those are tiny, huh?
Yeah. Small
Yeah.
child shoes, something just like sprinted across the bridge.
Fair enough, that could be child's shoes.
Hey, there's no more footprints. Huh? There's no more footprints.
Oh. So they just...
They got like right here. Creek? But look.
Wow.
The bridge.
So either somebody carried that kid away from there, but there would be other footprints. How does that make sense?
They stopped. And there's none around here.
It's weird.
That's wild.
How do we explain that?
That is a trip. Is there...
Right now they're
Tell anybody?
gonna try the ovulus.
Sometimes it'll say things that are just random, off the wall, and then there's other times that it'll take the energy around it and use those frequencies to channel words through it.
It's correct. Oh,
What did it say?
It said yank in.
so somebody got yanked into that little creek, huh?
Oh my god.
Yank in.
The ovulus said, yanked in.
Were you yanked in? Dude, Are you telling me that someone yanked you in the ice?
So now it's the middle of the night and the team is actually upstairs trying to spend the night there. This is as far as I understand what's going on. Grim lullaby.
We were both pretty tired, so we just decided to turn in for the night. But within 15 minutes of laying down, we both heard something very, very weird.
What?
You hear that?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Sounds like a song. That's fucking weird.
That can't be. Can you imagine that really being happening? I mean, I suppose they are alone at that point, right?
That's weird.
How can this?
We should get the flashlight. That's
How can this even be?
First, it sounded like a little kid's voice, but then it kind of sounded a little bit melodic, like someone was outside singing.
To me, it almost sounded like an adult woman. And it's really weird. Is that really a kid? That sounds like a woman to me.
You hear that?
Yeah. Me and Casey sat up at the exact same time, and we looked at each other almost to like confirm that we both just heard.
Yeah, that's really like... How can that happen in the middle of nowhere too, you know?
You hear that?
Dragging or like maybe a dog's nose or something moving up and down on it. So I kind of like brushed it off real quick, and then he said, no, there's handprints, and we looked and they were on the outside of the glass.
Dude, look at this. Come here real quick.
Oh. Well, this could
Outside
be...
the fucking window. Look.
That that could be strange, but this could also be your own handprints, no?
Dude, they're all over the place.
It's just eerie to think about because when did that happen? You know? Didn't happen before we were there. So somewhere between nightfall and 4 in the morning, those handprints appeared.
Is it? Yeah.
Strange.
This whole bottom.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. Hey, cut the light.
I swear I saw something move outside, and when I asked Colton to turn off the lights, I was not prepared for what we both saw.
Like outside, something moved. What is that? Do you see that right there?
Oh, look at that. It's here. What's that? Somebody standing?
Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving.
Oh, it's moving.
What the is that? Oh, dude.
It's running back into the forest.
I can't. I thought that was a shadow.
It like.
Well, you thought right. That was a shadow.
Dude, I'm feeling all types of weird.
But it looked like a real
You
figure.
gotta understand, there's no lights out there. The only thing that we can see is the moonlight that's reflecting off of the snow outside. And right in the middle of the bridge, we both see what looks like a almost transparent black
That's
figure
unsettling.
of some sort, just standing in the middle of the bridge.
Dude, I swear to God, I just.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear as day right here.
Something moved.
What is it and where does it come from?
Right there.
Dude,
What is
That's really unsettling.
There's just a figure, just
Wow.
staring at us. It looked like it was facing us from on top of the bridge, not moving, standing still.
Yeah.
Do you see that right there?
Maybe the owner came by at night, you know. Now I really don't know. That is really significant. Certainly helps brighten up, I mean, right?
What is that?
Wow. This is a really great capture. And then it's just gone.
That? Oh.
So, in the end, what do you guys think happened here that night? Who is that shadow standing there in the distance? I mean, they never got an answer to that. And it's certainly really creepy. The following video was shared by a young man who stated that there have been reports of odd shadow sightings by several of his family members. Sometimes they see somebody standing in the corner of their house when nobody else should be in that room. There also have been reported bangs in the middle of the night that freak the family out ever so often. The house itself is built in a relatively rural area, and in another video, the uploader shows the outside of the house. A bricked fence is guarding the premises, so chances for an intruder in the middle of the night are slim, yet of course not impossible. The night in question, the son alerted his mother, because once again, he saw somebody walking around in the morning. Let's see what was going on there.
Kailangan dito. No, walis ka. Saan ka nanggaling? Bumalik ka doon. Hindi ka namin kailangan dito.
Ayan o, ayan o, ayan o. Oh. Oh, bumilis! Alis!
Sino ka man? Walis ka.
Bumilis, mami, bumilis. Tawag ka nga ng guard. Mami, ka. Bumilis.
One of the commentators states, if you look closely at the bottom of the shadow, you can literally see that it extends past the bottom of the window frame. So it's somebody walking in the house, not somebody walking outside. Could that be so? What exactly was walking, either outside or inside of the house? The shape itself looks really inhumane, really thin and wispy, wouldn't you agree? Maybe it was just a person walking around after all. It's impossible to say, but it definitely leaves one wondering. The next series of videos has been shared by Chris Drake's original channel, and it started by him experiencing some really strange occurrences he had made in his bedroom. Apparently he was woken up by a shadow, which was standing right in front of him in in the midst of night. Under his first video recording he stated, "I really don't believe in ghosts, but my friend said this could be actually a real haunting. I left my camera in the room one evening, since she was acting up a bit lately. I left the house and returned a bit later. The room was locked, yet the laptop was turned off, but this recording was found on my hard drive." A dark shadow appears and seemingly keeps leaning in front of the bed. And then there are these weird noises. If nobody else was in the room at the time, what's going on here? My first thoughts were the closet door opening, but then this shadow disappears towards the screen left. Weird. On one of the following nights, he leaves his camcorder running again after he left the room for a while. And sure enough, the closet door indeed opens, and some strange activity is unfolding. Look at that shadow. At this point it is clear that we're looking at paranormal activity. If it isn't a hoax. But of course, when you record activity like that, there's many non-believers and people that are very skeptical. So Chris wanted to show the activity off once more in his next recording, while he actually was in the room and tried to contact whatever was causing all of that. But before he could do that, there was another incident. Happening on the hallway actually, right behind him.
I'm sitting on my bed. Watch this. If there's anyone in here, open that door. If there's anyone in this room, open that door. Try harder than that. People say they wanted me to show you the whole door and do the same thing I did last time. I'm just gonna ask it to open the door. Nothing hard.
After receiving this intelligent response, now it was time to prove that the entity is actually listening to him.
If there's anybody in this room with me, could you open that door for me, please? It'd be really nice if someone could open that door. Usually does it by now. Wonder what the heck was that about. Gypsy, what are you doing? There it goes. Told you guys. I told you. Now. Oops, dropped some. There we go. See? Nothing's in here. No one is in this room at all. Not one bit. See? Look. No string. No string, not on the door at all. Now I'm gonna show you why I did this again. Look at this. I've blocked this door off so it wouldn't bother me no more. And it tore up my carpet. It clawed on my door. I'm freaking out. Like, I'm about to move out, honestly.
So, what is your opinion? Is it time for Chris to contact an expert, or would you move out altogether? While we can't be certain that this case is legit, it surely leaves us with a lot of questions. Let's keep an eye on it.